Hello and welcome to our English class. Our first topic of the semester is reporting crime news. We will talk about crime news and learn vocabulary about crime and how to report crime. Let's begin then. First, let's go over some vocabulary and try to guess what these words are by looking at their definition. The first one is a person believed to have committed a crime. What do we call this person? It is 7 letters, right? As you can see here, 7 letters. A person believed to commit a crime. So they don't necessarily have to commit the crime. It's just believed to have committed the crime. We call it suspect, right? Suspect. For example, in a sentence, a police arrested the police arrested the suspect last night. Now, the second word. This one is, again, 7 letters. Someone who saw the crime happen. Someone who saw the crime happen. What do we call this person? It's called witness, right? Witness. In a sentence, the witness described the suspect to the police. Next one. Information or objects that help prove what happened. Information or objects that help prove what happened. What is this? It's evidence, right? It's called evidence. And how to use it in a sentence? The police found evidence at the crime scene. The crime scene is a place where crime has been committed. Next one, the process of finding out what happened in a crime. So we know some crime happened and we need to find out who did it and what happened, the evidence and stuff. This whole process is called investigation process. In a sentence, the investigation lasted 2 weeks. Next word. This one is 6 letters and it's a verb. The act of taking someone into custody by the police. Basically, this act that you see in the picture, what do you call it? It's called arrest, right? Arrest. In a sentence, the suspect was arrested at the scene. And the last word of the day, deception for financial gain. Deception for financial gain. Financial gain means to get some money from someone, right? And deception is lying, basically. Lying to get some money. What do you call it? 5 letters. It is fraud. Fraud. In a sentence, she was involved in credit card fraud. These are the words that we will learn and use today. All right, then. Now we got more vocabulary exercise here. Let's go over that. The words are arrest, crime scene, criminal, escape, free, gun, handcuffs, jail, judge, kidnap, lawyer, murder, police officer, shoot, and steal. Right? Let's put these words into blanks to complete these sentences. All right. Let's begin with number 1. It's already done. You are a criminal when you break the law. For example, when you rob a bank, that you'll be criminal. 2. Some criminals carry a with them. A. So it should start with a consonant, right? Consonant letter and carry with them. So it should be something that you can carry with you, especially criminals. What is it? It's a gun, right? Some criminals carry a gun with them. Be careful. When a criminal has a gun, he or she may want to people with it. What can you do with a gun? We need to think about that now. And it should be a verb. It is when a criminal has a gun, he or she may want to shoot you with it, right? So the answer will be shoot. Number 4. It's the job of to catch criminals. Whose job is it to catch criminals? Who's responsible to catch criminals? It is a police officer, right? Police officers are responsible for catching criminals. Number 5. That man is trying to your car. What can he do with your car? Let's take a look. He cannot arrest your car. He cannot crime scene your car. We need a verb here, right? Steal is a perfect one. And 6, did you rob the bank or are you innocent? Innocent means not guilty, right? Will decide. Who is the person who decides at the end? Who is a criminal and who is not? It's a judge, right? A judge will decide. And number 7, police officer will you after they catch you. What will the police officer do when they catch the suspect or criminal? They will arrest, right? Arrest the first one. Number 8, are you guilty? Did you break the law? Yes. Then you may have to spend some time in. When criminals break the law, where do they spend time in? Where are they being sent to? They are sent to the jail, right? Jail. And we will do the rest in the class, or you could guess the rest. Let's move on to the next slide. All right, this would be a speaking activity, right? Creating a crime news story. Creating. So this is not a real crime story. You need to create it, right? Create a crime story. Let's read the details. Your task is to create a crime story based on the clues provided to your group. So it will be a group activity. You'll work in groups in the class and you will try to create a crime story based on the clues. So you would get some clues, right? Each group will get different clues and you need to make your story around it. Now, elements to include are catchy headline. You need to have an interesting headline, right? So people would want to read your story or listen to your story. So that's why a catchy headline is important. And a description of the crime: who, what, when, where, why, and how. You need to answer these questions in your crime story, right? You should not leave any of these out because these are the important points and important information in crime story. Then interviews with witness or experts, real or imaginary, right? So you could use some people in your group as witnesses or as experts in the crime. And possible suspects of a police investigation update. Let's see. These are the stories that each group will get. Story 1 is a mysterious break-in at a local museum. A rare painting is missing, but the security system wasn't triggered. This is the clue, and the witness is an elderly night guard who says they saw a shadowy figure leaving the building. Right? Story 2. A daring daylight robbery at a high-end jewelry store. Clue is a masked person on a motorcycle was seen speeding away with a bag of diamonds. And the witness is A store employee who recalls the robber had an unusual accent. And this is our story 3. A hit and run accident late night on a quiet street. Hit and run accident means the car hits the person and runs away, doesn't stop or tries to help. And story 4. A high profile kidnapping of a local business owner. High profile kidnapping of a local business owner. All right, so you would work with these clues and witnesses and create a crime story. Right. And lastly, in the next class, in the second class of this reporting crime news lesson, you need to report a crime news, but this time it has to be real crime news. So what you need to do is you need to first find all the information. You need to read about this crime news and find the information like who did it, where did it happen, what is the crime scene, what did the police do, who are the witnesses, and what are the experts saying, right? You will find all this information yourself, and then with your group, you need to report it to the class. So, firsthand, you need to know it yourself. So, you read it, and then you come and speak and present it to the class. And this will be the end of reporting crime news lesson. Okay, then. See you in the next class. Bye bye.